Want me to get you something, Zaddy? Greetings, Scorpio, all placements. This is Usher, Lil Freak. Ooh, someone thinks you a little freak, or someone wants to make you their little freak, or Scorpio, you want to make someone your little freak. Someone here can be the shades lady on the streets. Someone here is just enamored by someone. They really see how balanced someone is. They see how much depth someone has. Scorpio, I mean, an embodied, healthy Scorpio truly embodies the deepest of, all sides, life to death, yin to yang, the whole kit and caboodle. I mean, you literally are the card of transformation, the card of life and death, the card of new beginnings, leaving things behind. Someone here wants you to be their little sub. Someone wants to be a dom. Someone here wants to do a little switch action, just channeling that, Scorpio. Someone here sees so many possibilities with you, or you see so many possibilities with someone. Scorpio, this can even be a situation where it's like past connections, you couldn't really get all of your desires fulfilled because you were like, man, yeah, they're freaky and yeah, it's good, but like, I don't know if they're that freaky. I don't know if they're really into that or open to that kind of thing. So like, someone they always knew no connection was going to work out because they always hid their things on the side. They're like, oh, this is so great and this is what I really enjoy. But like 10% of me, 15% of me, occasionally, I like to go engage in these things. And someone really never considered that they could find someone who allows them to live both lifestyles, to really be themselves. Scorpio, I feel like a lot of people actually suffer from this. They settle for what they feel like they can live, like most of them, their honest self, and where they have like the fewest hidden lies to their partner. When in reality, as a wedding photographer for almost 2 decades, no, the happiest couples are the ones who 100% are honest and 100% share their lifestyles and are fully out there with all of their kinks, all of their weirdnesses, all of their shadow aspects. It comes with the negative and the positive. It's just, take me as I am. Speaking of which, I was hearing How Do You Like Me Now by Toby Keith, Now That I'm On My Way. I literally channeled that in Aries reading a couple weeks ago, so you guys could have Aries in your chart or be dealing with an Aries. In that song, though, he's like, everyone was making fun of me. I wasn't anything growing up in school, but how do you like me now that I'm on my way, now that I'm on the radio, now that I made it big? So Scorpio, you could have been the underdog, or you could have been underdogging someone. Take it whatever side of the fence you're on. You could always be dealing with another Scorpio. And someone is wondering, how do you like me now? Because it seems like someone, a blast from the past, is wanting to smash. Seems like a lot of people here, Scorpio. You activate so many people. Again, an embodied Scorpio is very sensual, very in tune with, it's like there's feeling behind it because it is the most sacred energy. It is the most spiritual energy. And when someone has really mastered their entirety of themselves and they don't abuse that energy, then it really does something to people. It makes them question things. I've had so many men in this past week be like, you have totally changed my eyes on how I view pole dancing. I totally see it as a sport now. I totally see it as an art now. I am now realizing, and I'm not dogging strippers. I'm really not. Okay? I'm not. It's just, that's not me. That's not what I do. That's not who I am. And I'm really sick of people telling me that I'm something that I'm not, which I feel like most people would be. And anywho, for me, it's an art form. It's a way for me to express. It's a way for me to just shake off my day because I work 7 days a week. I have a lot of responsibilities. I do a lot of things. And just putting on a playlist and allowing my heart to just move through whatever emotions I'm feeling, whether I'm feeling like a bad bitch that day or I'm like sad emo, it's like whatever it is, I can just dance it out. And it's really healthy for the nervous system as well. And it's like, that's really what I want to embody and show women. Like, this is a healthy way when you're frustrated or something to move through that emotion rather than project outwards or do anything negative with it. And with men, and it's also entertainment for people. And it's an art form. It makes people feel things. Some people can't feel things or access certain feelings without art. That is the power of art. And feeling is required to heal. So it's like, I'm so sick of people perverting and bastardizing what is genuine, pure art. And Scorpio, you can be sick of that too. Like, people can really be twisting what you're doing, who you are. Like, people are just really committed to misunderstanding you because they don't have your depth. They don't have that juxtaposition. They're just not as balanced and as full spectrum as you. That's really what it is. You're full spectrum because you're life and death. So, then I was hearing You F Me Up by G Nash. He starts out, he's like, am I dead? Am I drunk? Am I high? Am I in love? So someone here can be wondering. They're like, man, what am I feeling? What is this feeling? This feeling's coming over me. Sometimes it feels good. Sometimes it's terrifying. Am I dying? Am I alive? Like, what is this feeling? Someone is like, you really F me up because you really make me feel things. Now, this can also be someone who was just so used to dissociating, numbing out, hanging out with people that dissociate and numb out. So someone here really hasn't had experience deeply feeling. And it's funny because they could also be like an aspiring artist or do something, and it's like, you make them feel things, Scorpio. And it's like you're helping their art, but you're also terrifying them. But it's because you're making them feel things. And feelings can be terrifying with years of dissociating and numbing out to them. Someone here is also wondering, oh, in that song he also says, you my new addiction. So someone here definitely can be very like consuming, which Scorpios are very passionate, very consuming, very intense. And for some people it's just too much. So you definitely could be dealing with someone, like you could be a Scorpio sun dealing with a Scorpio moon dealing with a Scorpio rising dealing with a Scorpio Venus. Like someone, you and someone have like Scorpio placements. It may not be the very same placement. In that song though, he says it always starts with a hey, then it turns into how was your day, turns into now we're drinking rosé, turns into how did you sleep, turns into woo, now it's been a whole week, turns into and I gave you a key, turns into conversations, well, I guess what are we? So how am I supposed to know how deep? I found a thing when I wasn't even looking for a thing. So Scorpio, some of you can be falling in love when you weren't expecting to. Someone can be falling in love with you when they were not expecting to. They're just wanting a fun time. You know, they're just wanting an experience, some companionship. They weren't going to be disrespectful, but like they really weren't looking for much. It's kind of like God put people together to be like, nope, I know what you were looking for, what you're looking for, but this, like, for you to do what you need to do and you to do what you need to do, you guys must interact and cross paths. Because again, you're going to make them feel things. You're going to trigger them with that. You know, it's like God orchestrated something here and something cannot be denied. Someone here can even start to feel faith in something higher because of your presence in their life. Or Scorpio, you can start to feel a faith in something because of someone else's presence. It's like there's so many synchronicities. It's like how everything happens. I was also hearing the song Galang by MIA. So something about London, Britain, Europe in general, purple haze. So someone here could, you know, I mean, he says am I high in the song, so someone here can be about that Reefa. We also have BMW, so someone here could drive a BMW. Someone could have the initials J, R, T, or K, or G. Can we do it again? Oh, James Robinson, he's like, I want to know, can we do it again? I want to know, can we do it again? So Scorpio, you have people from the past who are like, I want to know, can we do it again? Because it was really good. Like, can we? And then you have someone new who, you know, it was just supposed to start with a hey. How's your day? You know, it's been a week and I'm giving you a key. So Scorpio, someone here has options, lots of options. And then, you know, exes from the past want to do it again. So Scorpio, you got to be careful with it. But, you know, to some of those exes, the advice really is to say it in their face. How do you like me now? Because obviously they like you because they want to know if you can do it again, Scorpio. 10 of Pentacles. So someone sees someone as relationship material. Someone also wants to confess. Someone here wants to have a relationship. Someone here could have said that they didn't want a relationship, but they've been really disappointed outside of that relationship. And over time, with the Four of Swords and Temperance, they're now realizing just how much they love someone. Someone here can be at a distance watching someone online, and they're realizing with distance over time how much they love someone. Very strong Sagittarius coming through as the 10 of Wands, which is another Sagittarius energy. Yeah, someone here can feel like the commitment of a relationship is just too much because they're not ready to be that loyal. Someone here can have a work wife with the 10 of Wands. That is work energy. Literally, someone can be dogging on a relationship with their flirting at work. Knight of Cups energy with that. And at home, they're acting like the King of Pentacles. But elsewhere, they're acting single as a Pringle because the Nine of Pentacles is a single being doing things online while they got this whole dang relationship. Someone here, this literally is connected to Cancer's reading, so you may want to go check the reading. Because someone here could have gotten in a relationship with someone, and then they end the relationship, and they still love that person, King of Cups with the Two of Cups, but the relationship is over. So they're not cheating when they're hooking up and talking and hanging out with people online because they're not in that relationship anymore. Remember, they broke up for whatever reason, and they're working on themselves. They're doing better. But we're not technically in a relationship, so I'm not cheating. So someone here wants to stay in the in-between, which you don't know won't hurt you, Scorpio. Be careful, because Scorpio, if you're doing this to someone, they're gonna, if he a dog, I'm a dog too. And if someone's doing this to you, Scorpio, you just might be petty Betty and be like, hoo, get that Scorpio stinger out and sting them more. You're gonna sting them more. And you know what's funny, Scorpio? I don't know. It's like someone here was stinging the other person first and they lied about it. And so the other person was like, okay, well, I'm not doing anything other than matching your energy. And whoever they go and match the energy with actually could come in with a genuine offer, Ace of Pentacles with the Hierophant, and actually want to put in the work. So when the first person could have actually maintained the actual relationship, but they tried to play a game so they could like back out of the relationship to slowly work on